Okay, so I remember when I had come up with the idea for this particular stream, the idea was to make something that was an educational piece about binary and its differences from base 10. And it's not necessarily that I was ever really interested in binary as a topic, as a computer, software engineer, even. I think what was interesting to me about it was that I am reading this book called The Dream Machine. I'm actually getting through it super slowly, and which I had already shown the picture of in here somewhere. Um, and I was just so fascinated by all of this cast of characters that created computing as we know it. So when this piece was set out on, the idea was to kind of just like talk about the issue of these individuals' work. But now that we're a little bit further in, I think that it's evolved into being something that I'm actually kind of interested in, which is talking about one man's philosophy. This guy's Leibniz hobby is the reason that you're watching this video right now. I um I think this is a pretty good hook. You know what I mean? Like it's like a one man's hobby project. Maybe is probably a better hook. Um, and it's interesting. I think that because of the research that was conducted in the last couple streams around uh, Leibniz and uh, binary, in particular, Cloud Shannon and Boole, and you can almost draw a straight line through those three people, is actually a claim that holds water. I was watching back a clip that I had made from a previous video comparing Gödel's incompleteness theorem to um, to basically the incompetence of CEOs, and I knew what I was going for. Like I knew the direction in which I was trying to say is that like what a company does is a set of tasks, right? And those tasks that that company does are something that can be tractable by a CEO or not done by a CEO. And I don't mean CEO just literally as like the head honcho of a company. I just mean as a company of one, even like needing to be able to take care of all of the operations of that business. And then you can automize them as well with different robots, or you can automize them by delegation, which is what hiring is. And then you unlock a whole other bunch of things too. So it wasn't exactly a one-to-one relationship, and I realized that after the fact that I was like, oh, this is like kind of cute, and I think I'll still probably release it as a video and just double down. Not necessarily because I don't think it's like fully correct, but it's more so that I think it's an interesting comparison, and it's kind of cool to maybe kind of like think about how mathematical principles can be represented as something that people are a little bit more familiar with in the real world. Okay, so